Good evening. Welcome to our show tonight.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to ride.
It's in a skillet. Dump onto me.
So light, even Junior can help.
Are we this demented as a race?
And great fun for the whole family. But we're not just ordinary people.
We're in it.
We're in this shit. We're out here. I think we can smoke out here, can't we?
I think we could, man. I think we could, and we will smoke out here. I don't see no smoking.
I don't see one sign that says no smoking. If you want one of these,
Yeah, I'll take one of those
hell
now. Yeah, that sounds cool.
Oh yeah, it's a long one too. So
Yeah, the hundreds.
I'm not sure if hundreds last. Do they last longer?
Oh yeah, I think so. Cause fucking, I stopped smoking the hundreds because they lasted too long sometimes.
Yeah, that is true. I'll be fucking smoking this shit, and I'm like, all right, let me. Like, I gotta go back inside. They're about to calm my ass up.
Yeah, that was. I kept putting them out when it was like this much left. I'm like, might as well just get the shorts.
Hell yeah, might as well get a black and mild at that fucking point.
Yeah. Yeah, Black and Milds, man.
The good old days, am I right, Sandy?
Yeah, man, I remember those shits, dog.
So we're out here. Okay, if you didn't, what was that, siren? If you don't know by now, we're in downtown Riverside, holding it down. I'm here with Sandy for his second appearance on the Static Era podcast.
What's up, Rick? Thank you for having me back, brother.
Hell yeah, man! And if you guys are wondering why it's a second appearance, is me and Sandy cut an hour-and-a-half long epic at his house a couple. Like last month
A month ago.
Yeah, like a month ago or so. And yeah, that episode is lost in the ether. Just like we were lost in the sauce that night, man. We were
drunk as fuck to 3 or 4. We ended the podcast like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, man. It's a shame. Like like if you guys already know, the damn episode got lost because my iPhone SE from fucking. That still has the button. That shit finally took a shit on me because I was constantly leaving it on the charger. And while I was editing this madness of a podcast, the phone took a shit. And I don't know what it is with iPhones. Well, now I know. It's always been common knowledge, but you can't like extract anything from it. Fucking Steve Jobs and his bullshit, you know.
They always try to make you get a new one.
The Androids, man. You take out that SIM card, it's all there.
Yeah, it's all there.
I might switch back to Android. Are you an Android or an iPhone
Dude,
guy?
you know what? I was an Android guy. My whole life was an Android, and then fucking, as a birthday gift, I got an iPhone. What the worst birthday gift ever. I might sound a little spoiled, but it was
it a game changer? You've been iPhone ever since, huh?
Yeah, it's 5 years, dude, and I've had 3 iPhones within the last 5 years, so I get it, man.
You got a taste of the apple.
Dude, yeah, man, I don't like apples, dude.
You don't like it? An apple a day.
An apple a day, yeah, will fucking cost $1 million.
Hell yeah, seriously. Oh man, but let's a moment for silence for those poor motherfuckers making them over there in the fucking slave shops or whatever. So I hear, allegedly.
That was a moment of silence. So,
Sorry to bring it down, guys.
You know, hey, fuck, if I were out there, dude, I'd rather be making phones than fucking whatever else they do out there. What do they play? Fucking baseball rocks?
What? Yeah, exactly.
Where do they make Androids or iPhones and?
Fucking Androids are made in fucking in Hemet and shit. I don't know. Shout out Hemet, man. There's some funny ass shit going on out there. But
hey, you know what I heard today about Hemet?
What?
You ever seen the castle out there with the Scientology castle?
Oh yeah.
Dude, they're saying that place is fucking crazy. Like people don't really realize, like if you pull up to it, I seen this video today, and if you ever pull up to it, security guards will go out there like thick as fuck, like OPD or police, any police department. They'll pull up and fucking cause a scene.
I watch like every site. And first off, guys, everyone has the right to believe whatever they want, man. I'm a Tom Cruise fan. Let me just say this before we go into Scientology. Who knows, man? I'll tell you one thing about Scientology. All right, nah, they came for us now, man.
Yeah,
Never mind. Nah, the one thing about Scientology that I kind of give it credit for, not really Scientology in itself, but Ron L. Hubbard. My dad, like, he lives on 40 acres of this shit. This place he inherited. Long story, but there's a bunch of trailers with a bunch of books and movies and old records and stuff, like, you know, those storage.
Yeah, like storage. Yeah.
Storage trailers. So there's a bunch of them, but one of them he found the book what's it called? Dianetics by Ron L. Hubbard.
Okay.
And-
Ron L. Hubbard's the one that started Scientology?
Yeah.
Okay.
So my dad was like, "Have you ever read Dianetics?" He's like, "There's some real shit on," and then honestly, there's some solid shit. But like with any good thing, like everything spawns off something that originally starts off as a good thing, and then it spawns off into some
Evil. You know, like,
So like I
Whatever
said,
you wanna call it.
I have no opinion on Scientology.
me neither, honestly. I
Yeah.
don't even really know what the fuck it is.
That's
you know?
that's right. That's right.
It's like the Illuminati. I don't know what the fuck it is. So I can't really judge
All I
it.
know is I want to be a part.
Hey, I wanted to be a part too.
Oh man! But in all seriousness, guys, I am out here with Sandy, the one, the only. You guys all know him. You all love him, and he's out here joining me for the second appearance of the redo. Because honestly, that was a good episode. But like I said, we were. That was the one episode I did when I was completely like shit faced.
That's what made it so much fun. We were both fucked up at 3
o'clock. Made it so much fun, and it showed. It was funny. Like, oh man, that night I was in the comedy show down there in what's it called, the Crown Comedy.
Crown Comedy in Corona, California.
Yeah. So I was doing that, and you roll up, and I was like, holy shit! And I was like, Sandy, thanks for coming out. And you're like, yeah, I live down the street. Fuck it, let's go. So I had the show, and then we went out over there afterwards, and we just fucking cut a epic ass episode, but. My girl even joined in on it, man. She had a couple quips.
Yeah, she did.
Bro, we were drinking White Claws.
We killed a bottle of wine. We're drinking beers at the comedy club.
Yeah,
And,
and joints. We're just smoking joints.
all
and,
hella joints.
And then my girlfriend busted out that what is it? The artificial dip. What is it? The dip pouches.
Yeah. She was boom. Dude, those things are insane.
We were chewing that shit, talking. Like, can you believe how? You wouldn't believe how cottonmouth we were, man.
If you guys ever try those, they're the little tobacco pouches that you put in the back of your mouth. Those motherfuckers will get you lightheaded, man. I love them.
I did that one time in the W. Like, we were going to goth night that one night, and
Did I run into you there?
now we were there. Yeah. That's the whole fucking mic went after the workout, and we all showed up there, and my girl was with me, and we were smoking a bowl, and then I think she had given you a pouch before at the Ontario Improv.
At the Improv, and I was fucking geeked.
Yeah.
I think I've been geeking.
So we're doing it again, right? And then somehow I took it, and then she went ahead to the goth night, and I had to run back to the car, and you know how it is in downtown Riverside at that time,
Like 12 o'clock on a Thursday night.
Yeah. Trying to find parking, so I had to run back to wherever the fuck I parked, like miles away, and I was running with this fucking pouch in my hand, in my mouth. By the time I got to goth night, I had spit that shit out a long ass. That shit had me fucked up.
Yeah,
And
I could only take like a minute of it, and it's like, whoa, shit, it's a high, you know?
At that night was the night that made me spawn fucking doing this podcast and shit, which is a Static Hour if you guys don't already know. Thank you guys for checking this up. These episodes out. I know I've taken a little bit of a break, but let's just say
He's back.
I am back, baby, and I am back with Sandy. Sandy, stand-up comedian, general funny man, and you know how it is. You know those people that this is just me talking. You know people that are funny, and then they do stand-up comedy. There's people that are not funny and they do stand-up comedy and they make it work. But Sandy's just a funny dude. You can, I don't know, like I can imagine you growing up. You were one of the funny guys, or
Yeah, I was always a class clown, getting kicked out of class. But like in my group of people, like we're a bunch of funny motherfuckers
Yeah.
that like to roast each other, like
Same.
to fucking. That's the friendship, yeah. If you ask me, you know,
Yeah.
friendship is if you're able to roast each other and not get butthurt, but even it makes you happy.
Yeah.
That's when you know you have a real friendship, you know. That's why I like fucking.
And that's cool, man. I have the same situation. Like my mom was funny, my pops was funny, my brother was funny. Brother 7 years older, showing me like comedy like
yeah.
Comic View
The
and all
originals,
that.
you know,
The
the
original
OGs,
stuff, yeah. So like that. So you clowning with your friends and stuff. Like, did you watch any like comedy growing up? Or?
Always. Like I always say, like my three comics that I like are my top three comics of all time that I love dearly and hold closely to my heart is Dave Chappelle, Rodney Dangerfield, and Norm Macdonald.
Those
are my fucking. I love those guys, dude.
Solid three, man. I gotta do like fucking 10 at least. But if I had to choose three,
Yeah, what are your three?
Oh,
Because it's
man.
so hard to choose three. I just chose them because those. I remember the first time watching them and it stuck with me.
The legends. Okay, so I would say Eddie Murphy.
Perfect.
Eddie Murphy is one of them because like with him, he's just did a couple fucking stand-up specials, and I'm telling you, Raw is like one of the funniest.
They say it's the best ever.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think in my.
It's hard to go against that special, you know.
Yeah, and then I want to say Dave Chappelle as well, because like his with the Chappelle. I mean, it's Chappelle or Norm, but I'm gonna put Norm in there because Chappelle is like without saying. It goes without saying. So. Number one would be Eddie, and there's no specific order. Eddie,
no.
Then Norm Macdonald for sure. Okay, I already found the third one. Colin Quinn.
Colin Quinn's a fucking classic, dude.
Colin Quinn.
And you know what's messed up? Like a lot of people our age don't really know Colin Quinn. I don't think.
Nah, you know it's a shame because, like honestly, he was on Saturday Night Live, and I seen him and Norm Macdonald before like a year or so before Norm died.
Passed?
Yeah,
you seen them perform together?
Yeah, in what's this? It was a casino in Funner, California, going towards like.
I don't even know there's a place called Funner. I want to go there.
It
sounds fun as well.
Yeah,
it sounds fun.
So I forget what casino. It was okay. So it was one of those. Fuck. I have one of those little cards they give you at the casino and stuff. Because I gambled a little bit, but yeah, I seen them live. Anyway, but Colin Quinn, legend, especially him. He's just a fucking like. If you're talking how we were talking about like friends that roast and stuff. Like if you ever hear him like on the O&A show, Open Anthony back in the day, and like he
used to do roast for Howard Stern.
Like he would do these radio shows. He's on there with Colin Quinn, Bill Burr, Jim Norton, Opie, and Anthony, and just all around. Like, but him, just you can tell. Because you know about, they did the Comedy Cellar out in New York. Yeah. They talk, it's just a bunch of comedians. Kind of reminds me of the little scene we have going on out in Riverside.
And Riverside reminds me of a lot like that, a bunch of good comics in the same scene. Like,
and then I feel like our scene, especially for the most part, is very respect. No one really like shits on each other, and that's. I mean, honestly, there's all that shit in the background, like people.
There's
like
always some type
haters.
There's always some type of.
But not like the way.
That's in every scene, though,
Yeah, but that's not like the way they did in the Comedy Cellar. They were doing it like fucking friends. Like you come in wearing some bullshit, they'll call you out. And Colin Quinn was one of the best guys to just give the shit, especially on the radio show. So him for all around all his work, his writing, and him on that. So yeah, Colin Quinn, Dave Chappelle, Eddie Murphy.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's good right there.
And that's just three.
That's just three. No, I could go on till 15.
Let's go two more. You got two more?
You go first this time.
Okay, Maria Bamford.
Okay.
She can be like one of my all times. If you haven't seen Maria Bamford, Comedy Central presents her special. I don't know. She's just like a weird people say, oh, female comics are not funny, and they're right. No, I'm kidding. I am kidding. I am totally kidding. But
they're rare. You are right, but they are rare.
Everyone falls into their
own cat or
no. Well, not that. Everyone, there's those, I mean, guys. A lot of them come up talk about their dicks. Yeah. A female comedian will come up talking about like
their pussy,
and that's fine.
That's 95, or I guess that makes sense.
That's
we
fine,
don't talk about our genitals and stuff.
Yeah, because fuck,
it's funny.
It's funny, but like I say, Maria Bamford just stands above all of them. And then one more comedian. Shit. I said five, right? I'll say Burr.
Bill Burr?
Yeah. Bill Burr.
That's good. Yeah, Bill Burr you cannot go wrong with, man.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, two more, man. There's fucking hundreds of them.
And this isn't official, but yes.
I like, man, there's so many. I'm just going off, I watched someone the other day. His name is Bernie Mac.
Oh,
I know everyone loves Bernie.
Who's that guy? No,
hey, who's that guy, dude? I was watching
Bernie. Original Kings of Comedy, man.
The original Kings of Comedy, man. I ain't scared of you, motherfuckers. You ever seen that clip?
Yeah, the old school.
I wouldn't say he's my favorite.
He's good though, and there's no pressure, man.
I like Bobby Lee a lot. Not necessarily his stand-up, but just his attitude towards comedy, the way he acts in the comedy scene, and he acts like he was meant to be there. It's fucking definite, and not necessarily his comedy, but yeah.
So that's good. That's good because Bobby Lee's on the same same path as Colin Quinn, whereas like his Colin Quinn's stand-up specials. First off, they're brilliant. If you ever seen any of Colin Quinn's stand-up, like he teaches you shit but it's not like in a self-preachy way. He makes fun of everything. But anyway, not only that, it's his the shit he does off stage. And Bobby Lee
is one of those guys that does it off stage where you'll hear other comics talking about him like, oh, Bobby Lee did that.
You're a fan of him all around.
Off stage, like him
Matty.
all around. It's just him, just an entity. And just,
he's like I said, same path as Colin Quinn, because Colin Quinn was on SNL, Bobby Lee, Mad TV.
Mad TV.
So I've known Bobby Lee forever, so he's a legend. And there you go.
Like a lot of people are gonna probably hate me for this, but I'm a big Howard Stern fan. Like like Artie Lang, I don't like his stand-up, but he's so witty and quick. Like there's a lot of so.
And
I grew up listening to Howard Stern, so it's like
there you go.
People don't like him nowadays. Kids don't really see what he did back in the '80s, '90s, and early 2000s.
He's a legend. It's in the early days, everyone falls off. Like listen, let's be real, man. No one's
you either become or stay long enough or you become the villain, or what's the saying?
Or
you're the hero.
Live long enough to be mediocre, man.
And that's what I don't. I'd rather die before I become mediocre.
I'm not saying he's mediocre
well, now he is. It's just not funny no more.
Let's be real. It's not, and that's it goes with anything, right? Like you listen to who out here is buying the new Eagles album?
Well,
I mean,
Eagles are a great talent, bro. But I won't buy their new album.
Yeah, and their new album might be the shit, but let's just be real. This is me without even listening to the new album, but no. It's like, okay, so you go see.
Well, last year I went to go see the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and they were releasing the new album last year.
Oh, yeah.
So I went to go see them at SoFi, and I dropped some LSD, went there, and dude, they were playing a lot of their old shit, but even their new shit, dude, I was just like so engaged. Like I honestly like the new album now, just because I don't know if it's because I seen it on acid or just something clicked and it just felt right.
It's the Red Hot Chili Peppers, bro.
Yeah.
Let's be like they're still cutting out solid fucking.
They have
hits.
a solid band, dude. Flea, Anthony Kiedis, John Frusciante on the guitar.
Oh yeah, dude. No, and that's the thing with saying things. Like we can say things, and that's one thing about this podcast is like. We can say something like we believe, like that's the fact. Like I just said, people become mediocre when they get older. It's just different. But honestly, the fucking Red Hot Chili Peppers are coming out with the classic, the new shit. Like and it's great because they honestly to this point they haven't really missed with their releases. But my point was being like you go to a concert, you go see this classic ass band. And you want to see them
the good shit,
the hits. Imagine they played nothing but their new shit. I think Sting used to do that.
Yeah, somehow
from the Police, like every move you make, and he would refuse to play any of the Police songs when he's performing, and he's playing his other shit, which I mean I'm pretty sure it's good. But
what's funny, what's so hilarious to me right now is because I Uber everywhere I go because I got license plate, blah blah blah.
But did you Uber here?
Yeah.
No, fucking all right.
All right, well, listen. This guy last night was saying the same thing about Stain, or fucking, he only sings like fucking songs that no one knows and shit. Fucking, you had to unclog it. Oh, there you go. Damn,
you know I suck on stage and off. No, I'm kidding. Anyway,
Rick Bravo had to hit the stizzy real quick.
Had it.
Unclog it. I'm gonna hit the stizzy too. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette as well.
Let's do
it. Are we allowed to smoke out here?
Who gives a shit at this point?
Who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck, man?
I know, it's not like the other place where we just got kicked out of.
Yeah, I know. Do you remember when we did the podcast last time on my pad, we did the Sandy's crib where I give you a tour of my
Oh my god, yeah, that's one thing that I'm so fucking mad about because we literally, and it was a video component and everything. I did like this whole like MTV Cribs of Sandy's spot, and it was fucking incredible. Like he was showing me this painting that you bought
in Venice Beach off a homeless guy, but it was a beautiful painting. Could be honestly worth $500, but I bought it for $50. Off his friend, but it's based on his DMT trip. If you don't know what DMT is, it's the strongest psychedelic ever. But that he painted a beautiful painting of like the ocean and aliens in the ocean, and saying the aliens are, it's beautiful. You have to see it to believe it, man. Took him like 2 weeks, 3 weeks to fucking paint the thing.
I think I have a picture of it, honestly, and I might. If you guys are listening to this on YouTube, it'll be posted.
Remember I showed you my Ray Liotta?
Oh yeah. Was it? Yeah, it was signed, right?
Signed, man. So something happened in my life where it wasn't someone I knew, but someone died, and he was a collector of autographs, sports memorabilia, and his family didn't want to shit. So I was like, dude, I have Ichiro's autograph now. I have fucking a 1912 autograph from it's black and white, and fucking, it's worth like $4,000 that I just took from him. Like, I wasn't supposed to say that, but I did.
You know what? It's on YouTube now. as you're watching it right now, this is the picture of the Ray Liotta. I'm gonna edit that in right there. I'm gonna edit this out. Now I'm not editing shit out. This one right here is gonna be like a solid take for the most part.
Yeah, we're here to fuck shit up, man.
We're here to fuck shit up, man. Speaking of Ray Liotta, like, did you Goodfellas?
Greatest, one of my favorite movies of all
Right?
time. Did you happen to see Cocaine Bear?
Not yet. It's on my Peacock.
You know, it sounds like a dumb movie. Fucking Cocaine Bear, what the hell? Ray Liotta's in it. That's why I brought it up.
Oh, is he?
He's the main like enemy in the movie. So it's like, he's not in it much, but he's definitely a big character in the movie. But that was the last movie he ever made, I believe.
Rest in peace. Now I'm watching it, man. It's one of those things where like I listen to a lot of YouTube clips and like YouTube stories. You ever like listen to those like Reddit story? Oh, you ever heard of Mr. Ballin?
No, I've not.
All right. Well, he has like he'll tell you like a bunch of like, I don't want to say true crime, but a lot of it's true crime, and some of it's like stories about like people that became famous actors, but they have a crazy ass backstory, and he tells it to you like in story form.
Oh, okay.
And he releases 4 times a week. No, I'm just kidding. That's a whole bit. Like he used to like release like 4 times a week.
Oh,
like
nice.
different story with
stories.
like editing, and he's narrating it. But then it's too much content, man, to release. That's why this podcast is sporadic at this point. But
Sporadic is cool though.
yeah. But in those podcasts, in those things, I think I heard the story of Cocaine Bear, and that's when I had to stop listening to these types of true crime podcasts, because they sometimes would like tell a story and you know the story, and then they make a show about it on Netflix. And then I have to like disappoint my girl because she wants to see like, oh, this show looks so good. I'm like, oh man, I already know what the fuck happens on that bullshit. Trust me, they don't find out who it is. Like, and I spoil it. So
those are the fucking worst, dude. If I'm gonna sit there 5 hours, at least tell me who the motherfucker is, you know?
Yeah.
Really?
It's like a bullshit, and it's a whole ass like 9 episodes of a show like leading up to. I already know the ending, so there's some shit that kind of gets ruined. Like this, I knew the ending of The Sopranos, but I still put that shit on, and it was still it kicks so much fucking.
Dude,
ass.
I watch The Sopranos at least 2 times a year, man. The ending. At first, you're angry because you're so involved with the show, and the ending is just so like. But once you like sit down and like rethink about like, oh, you know, whatever. What do you think happened? Like, do you think Tony died or not?
I like to believe he lived, but so speaking of which, like watching.
For me, I like to believe he died. You know, just Tony Soprano's, him and Walter White are my 2 favorite characters in TV of all time.
And that's a good point, because the writers of Breaking Bad, they based the structure of Breaking Bad on how The Sopranos went.
Yeah. How he became.
The Sopranos, like, legendary ass show, and they set up that formula where it's like you get introduced to the people, life is good, then the shit happens, and then the shit boils to a fucking boiling point towards the end where
everything is just so hectic, and like on both sides, you know,
everything starts falling apart, and that happens in The Sopranos, and that happens in Breaking Bad. And I don't know if you guys haven't watched The Sopranos yet. I don't want to spoil. We won't spoil it. No. But watch that fucking show.
It's a great show, and like
it's funny too in the beginning.
Oh, very funny. It's one of the funniest, most serious shows I've ever seen. You know,
Yeah.
like the only reason why I would choose Walter White over Tony Soprano is because you see Walter White from being a like basically a bitch ass teacher, like to being a boss. You know, running a whole empire of whatever. You know, killing people. But Tony, like, was always, like, we got into the show, he wasn't necessarily the boss yet, but he was still, like, the main guy, always.
Yeah, no, it's both solid-ass shows, man. Oh, and I would watch, do you ever do this? I don't know if this is some sort of autistic or some bullshit of my shit.
Then I'll probably understand.
Well, we're talking the same page, man. We're both drinking chocolate milk right now.
Yeah, we're playing
So we should be, I think we're autistic. Nah, and if you are, there ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't know.
If anything, it's cool. It's cool nowadays.
I know, nowadays it's like, it's the thing to be.
The autistic kids are the cool kids now.
Hell yeah, dude. Who would have thought, man?
2023,
Not me.
baby. Not me.
Progress. No, I'm kidding. No, so I'll watch like YouTube analysis on the Sopranos and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, I
like
did the same
so.
thing.
What do I think happened? Either way, Tony Soprano. That's why I don't want to spoil the show. But anyway, if you haven't seen the show, skip
Yeah.
for the next minute or whatever. But in the show, Tony Soprano was fucked regardless, because as you can recall, he was getting pinched by the FBI, like
From the beginning, from one of his best friends being a snitch. Pussy, you remember Pussy?
Yeah.
When they killed the motherfucker on the boat.
That's where that's where the whole shit started. But like towards the end, like there's a scene. I don't know if it's on the last season, but he meets with his lawyer or the FBI guy, and they're telling him like, yeah, dude, they're coming at you, like financially, and then you're gonna be fucked pretty much. Like you're gonna get pinched, and you're gonna do time. So that was already set up. So regardless of whether he died or not, at the end of
It was the end of him.
It was the end, because
Yeah.
it's the rise and fall, and that's
Because who knows because we all know the iconic scene where it just ends.
yeah.
Who knows, the cops could have walked through the door and arrested him, or he could have got shot. Who knows, you know?
The most common theory is that he got killed. And there's this YouTube video.
Well, if you listen to the episode or 2 episodes before, when he's talking to his brother-in-law Bobby, and they're talking about death on the 4th of July, and they're sitting in the middle of they're sitting in a little boat in a river or little lake, and then they're talking about death, and Bobby says, "I feel like if you get shot, you don't hear the gunshot; it just goes straight black." And that's just basically how the show ended, man.
Yeah, no, he says that when it happens, you probably don't even know it happened.
Yeah, exactly.
And then leading up to that part, even before, is that scene where like Silva's sitting on the dinner table, and then they kill one of the guys that he was with, like sitting there, and then he's just talking, and then it just goes like blank, and you don't hear shit, and then he's just like, what the fuck's happening? So it leads up to all signs point that he might have got killed. There's this YouTube video that edits that last scene where when it cuts to black, like that point, like the Journey song's playing, Don't Stop Believing.
Don't Stop Believing, yeah.
He looks up, goes black, and then you hear gunshots like pop, 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 and then you hear people screaming like Carmela and the daughter.
Because the daughter walked right in the door, yeah.
And everyone's screaming. So they edited that shit in. So it's like, imagine if
more,
it ended like that.
Yeah. Yeah, just with the gunshots in the black scene.
And you hear Carmela screaming. Ooh, that would have been gnarly.
Wait, yeah, that probably would have been better.
You gotta watch that video, man.
Nah, I will, definitely.
I'll link that shit on
I'm noting it down right now.
Yeah. It'll be in the link in the description on YouTube. All right, so spoilers. The spoiler part has ended. Now let's continue. So Sandy, man, what's new with your comedy, man?
Oh man, shit's going decent, man. I mean, it's going fine. We're all here working, you know. We're comics. We're all here working new shit, old shit, getting jokes better. Got a show coming up, man, and it's paid, so it's nice, you know. There you go.
It's nice.
It's starting to get to that, so it feels good, man. It feels good. All my hard work is starting to literally pay off and shit. So.
Oh yeah, man, and you are a hard worker when it comes to comedy. Unlike me, man, I'm a fucking. I want to blame it that I'm a Pisces, man. I have all these ideas and I just lay in bed like, you know, I'm gonna go to sleep. The execution of in my dreams will be a lot better than the execution of reality, man. Are you a dreamer, man?
I'm a dreamer, man. I'm a fucking dreamer. I dream about big things, and they may or may not come true, but damn, I'll try my hardest to make them come true.
Hell yeah, dude. Like, you ever go on a fucking NyQuil trip, man?
Oh, dude, I used to go on I used to take, when I was in high school, like sophomore, junior, freshman even, I used to go to the store and I used to steal these pills called Triple C's, baby quercetins. Baby boy, dude, those fucking things, dude, fucking have you geeked. And make you feel like you're drunk on an acid at the same time, man. If there's any way to explain that high, it's that.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling, man.
I would do that in high school, man. Like, and
yeah, if you do that as an adult, then you're probably homeless, you know?
If you do that as an adult, it's one of the saddest things you ever
you
fucking
could do.
I think I did it when I was like 18, and I was like living in another state.
Yeah, no, if you're like 30 years old and still doing them, I'm But sometimes I'll be passing by Target, and I look at them and I'm like, I kind of want to buy one, you know?
Yeah.
I kind of want to buy it.
Trust me, like I do. Every time I get sick, man, I'm just like, oh, well, let's crack open that 2-year-old bottle of fucking NyQuil.
Crack it open.
Chilling in
Yeah,
ice,
been
baby.
chilling.
It gives me an excuse to go back into that, man. Fucking Triple C's, man. I remember one time I did that during New Year's. I was already like 18 or 19, and for some reason, I was in a state, didn't have that many. I had friends, but I don't know what happened.
What state, if you don't mind me asking, did you live in?
I was in Texas.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I lived there. I was there for 3 years, man, during my formative years. Not my formative. I was like.
So you grew up out here and then just moved out there?
Yeah, when I was in high school, I during like 2008, you know, the whole economy crash.
Nah.
The economy crashed. We sold all our assets, man. Let's be real. We're getting played by the system. My father was taking out loans and getting properties, but my dad was like a real estate guy and a builder and a carpenter and an architect and all this shit. Like, we got fucked pretty much.
Yeah, everybody did. It's crazy that no one's seen it coming. But have you seen the big what's it called?
The Big Short.
Yeah,
I have not seen it, but I've seen documentaries.
When
about
they like
them.
do the math and they're like, wait, the economy's about to crash, and everyone's like, they like, it's based on like 5 different people that like they all find out at the same time, like they're doing, like, oh shit, this shit's about to crash, and
Yeah.
it sure fucking did, man.
I so much so I went to fucking Texas for that shit, dude. My junior year of high school. Imagine that you're out here growing up with all your childhood
homies
friends.
and childhood friends, and you gotta
And you
leave.
move so
That's
far.
traumatizing.
It was kinda, you know, it kinda made me
Because for me, I had the same fucking, almost the same thing happened to me, but grew up with these kids in high school, and then I got kicked out my own high school for being just me,
yeah.
or just being me, Sandy, and fucking.
one name.
Yeah, one name, and yeah, no, they kicked me out, and I had to see all my friends, go to graduate at the high school, go to prom, go to do all the things that I've dreamed to do, and they got to live in. Makes me sad now, you know, like I failed in school. I could have been a varsity baseball player as a freshman.
Jeez.
Bunch of shit, you know, and I just grades. I'm retarded, you know.
Hey man, fuck school, dude. Honestly,
Yeah, honestly, fuck school.
You're doing it, kids. If you're in school,
Just tell your teacher, go fuck herself.
drop out, dog.
Drop
That's
out.
all I gotta
Honestly,
say.
yeah, just drop out.
Cause yeah.
And then find a trade, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Do drywall, you know.
That goes a long way.
A long way, man.
Yeah,
You'll be surprised, dude.
You know that one night you come home fucking drunk and you stumble straight into your drywall that you're renting, this house that you're renting, and you stumble to the drywall. Now you have to tell the landlord or cut out that square and fix it yourself,
Fix it
motherfucker.
yourself, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
There you go.
Yeah, no. So, what was it? Oh yeah, I did triples at a certain point that I didn't have no one to hang out with, and everyone went back to school, and I was on top of the roof on New Year's on triple C's.
That sounds fun, dude. That's me.
It was fun, but it was really sad. I was lonely. But yeah, no, that's just enough about that, man. I was just bringing up triple C's. This fucking
So how about depression?
oh, let me tell you, I've been in it, bro. I've been in it.
Hell.
That's why I have Sandy on there, because if I was dropping these episodes right now on my own accord, it would have been one of the saddest fucking podcasts you've ever heard. Man. If it was just me, dude, I have to get Sandy Sandy just brings a smile to your face. Make sure you check out Sandy on his new. Where's your new show going to be at? Your next show?
It's gonna be in Whittier at his place. It's a good place. I'll plug it at the end of the show, so I can look it up. It's gonna be a fun one though. It's in Whittier. I'm gonna be doing 15 to 20 minutes. 15 minutes. It's called the Parlor Bar in Whittier. If you guys are free, come check it out. It's $15 tickets to get in.
Shit, I kind of want to know. Oh man, let me light up with some. I think.
Yeah, let me get that lighter, brother. Ron?
I'm not sure if we asked, but can we smoke here?
I believe we could, man.
At
I
this
mean, we're
point,
doing it anyways.
I know we already. I think.
We're having a good day so far, bud.
Yeah, your second IPA there.
My
bud.
second IPA, man. Shits are good.
And your nice club soda. I got the club soda. What do you think of it?
Hey, man, I'll tell you what. I've never drank a club soda before. It's like drinking. It's like licking a battery or licking like a asshole or something, man. It's good though. You know, I like it. I do not like it. It's interesting. You know.
Like when you eat fish, and then next thing you know, you find out you have a fish allergy.
yeah. I feel like that shit's gonna
like a static hour.
Some type of It's.
Man, but we're talking about your recent show, and what were some of your fucking like worst, like not craziest places or craziest time you ever did comedy in terms of like whether it was a bomb or a good time or just.
You know, it always feels like it's crazy every time I go do stand up. You know, it's always crazy, man. I've had hecklers like a motherfucker. You know, you just got to learn to kind of shut them down. But it's like a fight. You're fighting someone on the scene. But like, I've had bad shows, man. We all have bad shows. Like I did the first time I ever performed at the Improv. I partied the whole weekend. Partied a little too hard. Did kind of a few drugs that I shouldn't have. And went to the show and
Triple C's.
yeah, but yeah. No, I went to that show and I just I was unable to perform, and that's why like I got to stay away from those things that I used to do when I was younger because it interferes with my comedy,
Do you smoke weed before you do comedy? I feel like you're the type.
I don't
of guy
gotta
that can
smoke weed.
handle-
I don't gotta like, I'm gonna have to smoke a bowl before I go
Yeah,
up. Because
yeah.
if anything, I've smoked before I've gone up, like literally 2 minutes before I've gone up, and just been like so high that I like forget my next joke, and it's just. And I've also like made the mistake with alcohol too. Like I did a show one time, and I took a double shot of whiskey on stage, and I cheers the crowd like 5 minutes into my set, and I was supposed to do 10 minutes. I was like, cheers to the crowd, and I drank the fucking whole double shot, and like I did a minute or two left, and I just was like, oh, I'm fucked up, and I
Holy
just had to be
shit.
like, oh, that's my time, everybody, and I walked off, dude. That's when I was like, you can't do that. When people give you time, you got to do 10 minutes, you got to do 10. You can't just take a big drink on stage and not black out, but get fucked up, and then just. So I learned my lesson. So yeah.
That's surprising that I would think you'd be able to handle like a.
I did. No, I could handle it.
like a weed hit. I think you got it, but that's just.
I wouldn't say I'm a lightweight, but I got to be in the right mind to do a great set. I got to be I always smoke and drink before my sets. Not that I have to, but I will. Like we're our bars.
So you're able to. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm able to do that. I think we're all able for the most part to do that.
Yeah. When I used to every time I'll go up on stage when I first started.
Is this a ritual? Is this a ritual you do? Do you have any rituals you do before going on stage?
Now it's not do anything before I go up on stage. Maybe smoke.
For me, I got to eat a big meal.
Oh yeah.
And then I poop a lot before.
You don't want to be shitting on stage.
Yeah,
right?
hell no.
No, there's this whole other set of mindset where people say like they want to go up on stage hungry.
Ooh,
like they don't like to eat before they go up on stage.
Yeah, because they get I don't know.
Who knows? I forget what their reasoning is, but they just feel like they're not sharp enough.
Yeah, no, that's true too. No, honestly, I need to try that. Maybe I could be sharper if I went, than to eat all day until going up on stage.
But like when I first started, when I would go up, I would just already be like 6 beers deep.
Yeah.
Waiting to go up at the Ice House and shit,
That's what sucked. Like when you went to the Ice, that was back in 2018, 2019.
Yeah.
Was it like a large 40 comics there? Or, yeah, I would imagine it's the Ice House,
There was not a guarantee you were gonna go up.
Yeah.
And maybe
so at those rooms, you're always just waiting, or fuck, I'll get another beer while I wait.
Nothing sadder than having to drive like an hour and a half home after not even going up, just seeing a bunch of open micers,
That's exhausting already, just seeing a bunch of open micers themselves.
But occasionally with the Ice House, man, you'll have Maria Bamford pop in and do 5 minutes to start off the show, and her dealing with hecklers. I seen her deal with this drunken guy that was doing his first time doing comedy there, but he was buff. He had a fancy ass button up shirt, that was really tight, and a watch and dress pants and shoes. He came with this whole entourage of people along the same ilk, and girls and dudes, 5 of them, and they were up front, and he was gonna do comedy. And then he was just heckling Maria, and Maria had to stop and look at him and be I forget how she acknowledged him, but she was just I do that, it was funny. I'm butchering it, I'm so embarrassed, but she pretty much shut this crazy ass dude down. She was this is show business, and this is you
you're fucking my career at this point.
Nah,
not really that, but
she did it. She just shut him down, meaning he didn't recognize who she was, and I'm in there fucking fanning
She's been
out.
doing it for years,
bro. Since I was 7, I known about her since I was 7 or 6,
yeah.
dude. She's been out there doing it, and I've always when I saw her, I was admiring her, and I saw this dude just heckling the shit out of her. My point being is, I saw her there. I saw Chris Estrada show up from before he even did this full. Mm-hmm. He was probably working on making that shit when he showed up, and he crushed. He's doing the material you've probably seen from him. But yeah, the Ice House was sick because it wasn't always open micers. But then sometimes you go and the host,
get some. It's a legendary spot, the Ice House.
Mm-hmm. And the host will bring up his friends.
Oh, well, as every other spot.
It is, but it sucks.
It sucks yeah, it sucks.
But then that was when I first started out. I was seeing it in
that type of way. But once you start to network with other comics, you start to be now you're the guy on stage, and people don't like when you get stage time.
Yeah.
Those spots, as such as the Improv, or for me, yeah.
Let's be real, I still get annoyed if it's if an open mic and they bring up this guy that's already went up 4 times, but that's the way it goes,
yeah.
Man. I should be doing enough comedy where that should not affect me.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh fuck it, I didn't get up, but you know, I tried.
Yeah, I didn't get up last time at the Improv, but
For me, it's like one of those things where it's like, I don't do that many shows, and I don't do comedy as much as I would like to. So if I don't go up or whatever, it's just like, oh, that sucks. Well,
Yeah.
maybe next month, you know what I mean? But that's
yeah,
just
it's
me.
just so hard to wait a month, and
Yeah.
that's why I don't get like a lot of fools. I don't like a lot of fools that I met at the Improv. They'll be like, "Oh, it's my first time ever going up on stage." I'm like, in front of 150 people. That's ballsy.
And they crush too. They're
Yeah,
like,
that's it. That is the fucked up part. Is they fucking crush.
Yeah, dude.
Oh god, that sucks, man.
Oh man,
That's the worst.
Your first time doing comedy, like, did you crush?
I crushed.
Yeah.
That's what it's like.
That's what made me want to keep doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a high, you know. It's something that it's like I compare it to I've gone skydiving. I was
Yeah.
so scared to do it, but it's something I always wanted to do, and I did it, and I loved it. I would never go skydiving again. You know,
Yeah,
it's one of
yeah.
those things. But stand up, I didn't expect to fall in love with it like the way I
Yeah.
did. And the day I started, every week I try to go up 3 or 4 times, and that's
Yeah.
been like a year and a half. At the bare minimum, at least once a week.
You know, it's funny, the first time you go up, right? Like when I went up, yeah, I had like, it was a slow, it wasn't like from the bat. It was
Yeah.
just like a slow build. I have that whole set.
I'm a slow build too. you
Yeah,
know,
I was
gotta-
a slow build, but then I got that big laugh where the whole room fucking laughed.
That's a
It was
fucking
first
high.
time, and that was it, bro.
That
And
was
then
it.
the last of it was just me like, you know what it is? It's like I was like just kind of like swinging first throw, kind of missed. The joke kind of hit. It was a Twin Peaks joke.
Oh, okay.
No one fucking get it. You probably don't understand.
Yeah,
You still, you know, but it was one of those things very niche. But it was L.A., you know, so some people got it. So
LA's a whole different fucking
Yeah, so they
animal itself though.
So they kind of got it, and I had a little bit more of the little jokes. It was kind of little chuckles here, there. And then what I might like, it was 3 minutes at the Ice House, like this, towards the end of my set, like the last minute, I say that one joke, gets the big laugh. I keep it rolling. It was like I hit the home run. The whole place is going nuts, and then I'm just running the laughs.
And
the
you're
other
taking off
joke-
your helmet and
and then
celebrating.
dropping jokes here, and it was like getting laughs. I kept it going. I was like, hell yeah. And then the first bomb happens.
Yeah, it's always that first bomb that's like, oh
How was
god.
your
damn.
first bomb after? What was
Oh.
your first bomb? Like how many sets in was it when it was your first bomb?
Probably my second or third.
So, yeah.
Second or third was just probably my third. The second one I didn't do as good as my first, but the third one was just like, oh
I did
god.
the same shit the second time.
me too.
with my friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
So the third time when I tried new shit, that's
Yeah, it's
the
when you
bomb.
try new shit. That's when
So,
it goes wrong. And I heard someone told me this the other day. You're not a real comedian until you bomb 100 times.
Yeah.
You gotta face those fears, man.
I'll never
There's
be
a
able-
lot of people that quit comedy because they bombed once or twice and they're just like, oh, I can't do this. I can't take the failure.
It's those good sets that keep you going.
That keep you going,
'Cause,
always.
you know, you bomb and you're like, you know what? I remember that. Yeah, tonight happened, but I remember Art Walk couple months ago. Man, I crushed. Man, It was at the Art Walk, dog.
It was at the-
Like,
yeah.
Man, I live off the Art Walk. Like the crowd was hot, man. Fucking great when you get recognized, man. You're getting recognized, bro.
Yeah, no, it's cool, man. Different scenes, different places, man. The place that I grew, like where I learned like my comedy, and I respect these guys a lot because they hustle harder than I think a lot of people. Is the buddy system, man?
Shout out the buddy
shout out the
system.
buddy system, man. Like they gave me the opportunity to host once every 3 weeks, and like I hosted my first show with them, and I realized those motherfuckers put in work, dude. They're out there like it's crazy, man. How much work. I was just hosting, taking pictures, and just that was just like I had no time to even chill with all my other comic friends and stuff.
Those dudes have been cultivating and chipping away at that scene.
And they're making something out of it, man.
I remember at one point, man, they were doing shows, Riverside, LA, OC, like they were spreading out. They even do shit like near my house in Yucaipa, show like every couple months.
I've been on that show.
like once a month. Yeah,
I've been on a show a couple times. This is a good one. They're having a new show in Evans Brewery in Corona,
yeah.
August 7th. I would hate to say the wrong date. Might be August 4th.
You got everyone listening. If you're listening, you already know the fucking day because you'll be there.
Yeah,
I'ma
Willie
try-
D, Carlos, I believe Jessica Rojas.
Oh, yeah.
The one guy's obviously George Frito, and the guy, some other guy that's a great comic. I forget his name. Boo-ha. I don't.
Oh, is it the Jessica Rosa song joke that goes like?
No, or
I'm not gonna say her joke. It's one of her famous jokes.
yeah, no,
It goes like,
she's solid. They have a solid lineup, so I'll be there to support, man. if you guys could show out for the buddy system, go support them, man.
Yeah,
They're good
man.
fellas.
Good guys, man. They're out there every fucking. We all take breaks from going out to the mics, and like, you're like, all right, I'm not gonna go this week. You know who's there? The fucking buddy system, still holding on the show.
Yeah.
Rain or shine. I've been out there when it was like cold as shit.
I've been
and
out there when
sprinkling.
it's 105 degrees outside. I've been there when it's 40 degrees outside, man. And they still run the fucking shit.
They're still there. Sometimes I see them. They're hating life, like, but they're hating life because like they don't want to be there, but they're still out there fucking doing the thing, man. And that's great, man, that you're hosting it. I have yet to gone to the show when you're hosting it.
I've only hosted one, so this is gonna be my second one. C's hosted the last one,
Hell
so
yeah.
I ran the sound. But no, shout out to them, big time, man.
Shout
and
out. You guys already know, man.
Yeah,
Shout out to
man.
Will, George, and Carlos. Fucking
Yeah,
all doing the thing. And then Sandy as well, man. That's fucking fantastic. And then we have...
I don't know if anybody knows yet. Special announcement that Rick has to make. That
oh, yeah. No, so the reason we came... we're doing this podcast, which we already done one, like I said, but the second one. This is the second episode. Damn, that Stizzy pin hit me, bro.
I know, yeah, no, you're
that's
good.
Stizzy. Fuck it, let's hit it one more time before we make this announcement,
Yeah,
man.
hey, let's hit it.
I got to unclog.
There it is.
All right, we got a special announcement, man. There's a reason.
Special announcement. Special announcement.
There's a reason we're out here in downtown Riverside.
We came out here to write.
to write. For
with
what?
each other.
For what, Sandy?
So me and Rick Bravo, August 5th, are doing the roast duos at the Ontario Improv. Big show. We're going to, I forget the fellas' names. I don't know if we want to plug them in or just leave them out, but we're getting prepared. We're rounding up our ammo, dude. We're ready for war, as you could say. I would believe that. That's a good way to put it.
I think their names are Tweedledee and Tweedledum because they're about to be done.
They're done.
I know. Now, okay, don't let that joke be any indication of what we have riding on. That was the worst fucking joke I ever done. But listen,
don't judge us off that.
and listen, Aaron and Beefy, Aaron and Beefy, if you're listening, both of you guys suck. What are you thinking? Just stop. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
You're trying to get material over here. I hope you're listening. And if you're not, shame on you, man. There's plenty of material out here. All we have to look at is no. Should we not reveal the secrets or should
Not reveal the secrets,
All
but
right.
we got the heat coming, brother. Like we've got the first at least 4 minutes in, 3 minutes.
Dude, we already have the victory speech, dog. That's how confident we are, man.
Game over.
It's a wrap.
Invite your moms.
Just like the bacon wrap. Let's keep the jokes out of it. But yeah, no, me and Sandy are.
Hey, no, we respect those guys. Hey,
Yeah.
we're coming for your throats, and I hope you guys come for our throats as well, man.
Man. Seriously, it's
And
it's a race.
I'm very pleasured to have you be my partner, Rick Bravo. Honestly,
Dude, honestly, goes likewise, man. Glad we.
you won your first roast battle. Am I wrong or am I
Yeah,
right?
the first time I went up there. So funny story about that. I was supposed to roast this. Kevin the Caveman. He's a guy from out in OC.
OC, he's an OC. You end up roasting another OC guy, Maxwell Farms.
His homie, one of his partners in crime, Maxwell Farms. Fuck taxes, smokes Maxes. Fuck taxes, smoke Maxes.
Fuck taxes, smoke Maxes.
Great weed, man.
Hey, actually, I asked him last time at the Improv, hey, can I buy a sack off you? He just was like, nah, and he gave me he just pulled out a sack and threw like a gram in my hand.
It's indica too, man. All he does is specializes in the best indica.
Yeah, no,
So anyway, I was supposed to roast Kevin the Caveman, and I already had that shit lined up. I had so many jokes ready to rock on his ass. But I'm pretty sure after meeting him and getting to know him and going out to their scene out there in the OC,
they seem like good folks.
the funny fucking dudes. So I was underestimating him, but last minute, literally 24 hours before I had to roast him, I my partner got switched up because he had to drop out for some reason, and I had to roast his homie Maxwell, which he's the homie, man. He's a great fucking guy. But anyway, first time meeting him, so I went from this easy Kevin the Caveman. You can already imagine how he looked, right? Big, stocky.
I've seen him
dude,
before. Yeah,
big,
I've seen him at the Improv.
Yeah, so it matches his name. He's very whoa. Then I have to roast his friend that's some tall, handsome German guy looking like he's in Stranger Things with a ponytail.
Oh, he does.
And he grows weed, award-winning weed. I was like, damn, like not too. This guy's winning in life right now. You know what I mean? So
dude.
I ended up roasting him. 24-hour notice. I won, but I met through doing that. I met some great people out there, man. Shout out to Max.
Yeah, man.
And Kevin.
For me, I've only done one roast battle there at the Improv, and I lost. I lost my
Really?
one. I went 2 extra rounds with the guy I lost to.
Who?
C's Reynoso.
Oh,
who ended
shout
up being
out
the
Lee-
champion. Shout out my brother
Shout
right
out
there.
C's Reynoso,
My
of
best
course.
friend.
I was like, yeah, I knew. Well,
But it was like I took the champion in 2 extra rounds so to me that's like, oh shit, dude.
there you go.
But now I'm ready for this. I
Nice.
gotta win now. I gotta win, dude.
Yeah.
You'll be 2-0. I'll be 1-1, dude. Well,
It's all good, man. Because you're going 1-on-1. I wanted to do a 1-on-1.
and the sad thing was that both of our friend James Zablowski was supposed to do the 1-on-1 against I forget who that Improv, and then
Nicholas
Johnson?
Johnson. Yes. Shout out.
shout out, and yeah, he got hit by her. He got ran over. Some fucked up shit happened to
They
him.
told him break a leg.
Lost
and he
both his legs.
Broke 2, motherfucker. I already did that one, but yeah. No. Shout out James Jablonski, and he's at this point he's already going up on stage doing his fucking, doing his thing, man. Going
Shout
out
out
there.
James coming back and fucking losing both his, or I like saying losing both his legs because he damn near
He still
did.
has them. He's still.
No, I did visit him in the hospital. I was the first motherfucker to go visit him in the hospital.
Yeah, man. I visited him.
Let's see you later, my bad brother.
I visited him when I was like fucking 10 cases deep of Coracetin and triple C's, bro. Like my body, my soul left my body, and I visited him in the hospital. So every time James felt that tickle in his balls, that was me
That was you
on
just-
triple C miles away, just fucking like, hey James,
Hey James.
thinking about you, James. Can you feel this?
How
Nah.
can you feel this?
Now shout out to James, man.
Yeah.
I need to have him on the podcast pretty soon.
Yeah,
but
he wants me to be on his pod, but I'm always working on the days he needs me. But
And,
shout out James and shout
uh,
out Jonathan Times for running that podcast.
Flagrant Town. Oh no, Flagrant Town. That's a good. I listened to the first episode. Hell yeah, making rolls like it's Deadwood and shit, you know. But yeah, dude.
Yeah, I love the scene out here, man. I love the way the Ontario Improv put. They knew who I fucked with, you know. If they would have put me with someone I don't fuck with, I'd have been like, oh man, I don't know if I want to.
Yeah, I've been hitting him up too for this shit too. Like I did the roast. Last roast I did too was no, actually I didn't do the roast. I went up on stage, but I put my name up for the roast and shout out. Wait, hold on.
Heyo.
Hey yo, little technical difficulties. Oh, the magnet's perfect. Hell yeah. No, shout out to Adrian Luna, man. Shout out to Adrian Luna.
Yeah, for running. I told him that, dude, for running doing something different, you know.
Yeah.
At the Improv, it was cool.
because he knows as well as a lot of fellow stand-up comedians knows when they decided to do that roast thing. People were like, "What? Like, why can't it be an open mic?" Like,
A lot of people were mad, you know.
Yeah, people were mad, but you know what?
I think there's something special there. It draws more of a crowd because like normal people, like not comics, you know.
And that's what people need to like. I think that I recognize that when I realized, like, when the initial thought was like, damn, like now the chances of me going up are less, but the chances of you saying fuck it, let me step up and get in on this shit, want to be on the show and on the open mic, be on both, but.
Because I was iffy at first, because after I lost that first one on the big stage, it was heartbreaking, dude. I was, especially against one of my best friends. I was happy for him, but I was just.
Is this like a Rocky Apollo Creed thing?
Yeah.
Oh, C's. Watch out. Sandy's your homie now, but you know that whole saying, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer.
Nah, I love that
Sandy's
fucker.
coming for-
He was the one I called right when the roast battle hit me up. They're like, "Do you want to do duos with Rick Bravo?" And I called C's because we originally wanted to do duos.
Yeah. I was supposed to do a duo
With James
Jablonski.
Balzgowski, yeah, I remember
And
that.
then-
Because I originally wanted to do it with you, and you're like, "Oh no, I already hit up James." And I was like, "Oh fuck, then I'm not gonna do it then." And then C's one ended up winning the championship, and then I asked if I could do it with him. They're like, "No, no chance."
Yeah.
And then,
That's like.
and I called C's. I was like, "Hey brother, is it cool? Fucking, I'm running with Rick Bravo." He was like, "Dude, do it.
Hell yeah.
Do it. You gotta do it,
Shout out
motherfucker.
C's,
Yeah, you
dog.
gotta do it."
C's the champion, holding up the belt like he's fucking The Rock and shit.
He's got a lot of work to put in against this. I think there's about a couple people in this next roast battle that I think they're fucking really good.
They're gonna get it, man. And I think honestly, the people that are gonna get it the most is Aaron and Beefy. If I'm being real.
If I might be real myself,
Let's
yeah.
be real. Nah. No, it's
Darren,
great.
if you could hear me, wear that little, put your Joker makeup on up on stage. It's gonna be the funniest thing you do that night.
Oh, cause you're a joke, mother. No, I'm kidding.
Motherfucker.
Nah, he's actually has some movie credits. I'm not
Nah,
gonna lie.
nah, he's a good guy. He looks like a good guy, and I have nothing but respect for him. So he's gonna bring the heat. I know it's him and Big Beef or Big Beefy or Big Chorizo, whatever they fucking call him.
Yeah, it's something big.
He's just big.
Just add anything. Nah. And you know this, Beefy. And you know this, man.
And you know that.
And you know.
Now, shout out to you guys for fucking. Hopefully, you guys get it.
And if you are listening, this is what prepare accordingly. We're getting that whole confidence. I mean, how fucked up would it be if we just go up there and they
On the bomb.
they bury us, dude.
Hey, there's always that chance, though. You know, fucking never underestimate your opponents. Dude.
Never underestimate your opponents, man. Yeah, but this is what day is? It's July 10th. So
We got like 30 days.
shit.
20 days. 21 days.
Fucking 420 days, though.
420. Have I ever showed you my?
Oh, I seen that on your Instagram, yeah.
Have you? Yeah.
But I didn't know that's what's up, dude. Because like,
I got that when I was 16, 15,
so
16.
for those folks that are
wondering what I
listening,
just showed him.
he showed me his no, he showed me. No, he has 420 tattooed on his lips, on his underlip, bottom lip.
Bottom lip, dude. That was my first tattoo. I was like, I don't want mama to see. She ended up finding out.
I know.
She cried for 3 months straight, but
Yeah,
hey,
it's like,
fuck
damn.
it. Get over it.
It's not like a teardrop tattoo.
I think she would rather me get a teardrop tattoo.
Really?
It's funny because I
like-
tried to make her feel better. I was like, Mom, it was either between your name or 420, and I ended up going with 420. So
Like, I didn't want to disrespect you like that. You know? And it's like, listen, just don't make me sad and you won't see it. You know,
Ooh.
all that sad face, like,
if you piss me off, I'll
don't make me sad. So buy
you make
me,
the sad face. My bottom lip's gonna droop down, and it's gonna
buy
show
me
my
the PS3 or what? No. Are you gonna buy me a PS3? Were you a PS3 guy?
PS3 guy. I've always been a PS guy. One of my best friends gave me an Xbox for Christmas.
And you're like,
I have not played it once. I have not played it once.
look for it on offer up.
Yeah.
Man. Fucking-
I have no time to game, dude.
Nah.
Besides like my work, my normal human job, and my comedy, dude. I like to think of comedy as me being Superman and like my normal job, me being like Clark Kent at fucking
Yeah.
at work, man.
Hell yeah, man.
Two different personas. Well, I'm the same person, but
And technically, you're on call right now.
I could get called out for work right now for a fire. Dude, last time I was at B-Dubs with my friends watching the baseball game, and the apartments caught on fire, and I was just like, well, they gotta wait because I gotta finish my beer, and luckily no one died, but the apartments burned down.
Sounds like a crazy ass story. That just reminded me, like, what was the apartments called?
I don't want to plug my.
No. Well, it just reminded me.
I live in Corona. It's apartments in Corona.
Oh, well, no, you reminded me of that open mic that Adrian Luna hosts at, was it Colton or Rialto? The E&A?
Oh, that's the E&J. It's not.
E&J.
Adrian Luna runs the sound there. Last time I was there, it's ran by. I love to plug them. I forget their names, but they run a good mic, dude.
Yeah, because I've seen that shit, and that shit runs up until closing. So it's like
I was there every time. I've been there twice, and they've probably been running it 2 months. I've been there twice, and both times I've been there, crowded with fucking people. Crazy fun time. Beer pong tournament after, or beer pong after.
Oh wow.
Dude, last week I was there. My cousin did stand up for. I actually forced him to do stand up, and there was some weird guy there, some old guy, and this motherfucker, or this, he was a nice old guy, white hair. He looked like the guy from Up. You guys ever seen the guy from Up, the old man? This guy was like, Sandy, you're funny. I want to go to your next shows. Can I get your number? I was like, yeah, dude, get my number. Blah blah blah. And then 10 minutes later, he walks up to me and whispers in my ear, you know I live alone, right? And I was like, whoa. And then he started texting me, hey puppy, where you at? And then the next day I see my cousin, and he was like, he's been texting me all night. I'm like, you got your number too? And then he hit me up the other day. He was like, Sandy, I know you need your dick sucked. And I'm like, whoa. And I told him, dude, no. Like, I'm honestly scared to go back to that mic.
You reply like, stop it. He's like, you stop it. Like,
He said you get flirty.
there's no way that he can't. That sounds like a guy that will spin everything.
I'm going to be
into a
real with you.
sexual-
I'm scared of old white folks now.
You know, hey, he might make you a star, man. That's his
I
whole
can make
thing.
you a star.
You
Like
can-
I was his Elvis or
Yeah,
something.
you're like- but we never know, man. You know, we gotta
Yeah.
protect ourselves. Well, Sandy, this was a great fucking time out
Hey, I'm
here.
having a blast with you, brother. It's
Thank
been
you.
fun.
It's been a great time. This bubbly soda is about done.
Yeah.
Oh, you still got a full ass
Bubbly soda. I got a full beer and a bubbly soda.
Oh my goodness, man. Well, guys, thank you guys again for tuning in.
If you guys have a chance, see us at the Improv August 1st. Me and Rick Bravo are gonna be running fades up there. So
Yeah.
come support, come have a good time, drink a beer, have fun.
Come watch this bloodbath about to unfold. And I think you ended it way better than me, but see, this is,
My bad,
this
dude.
is why the tag
I just want to get that plug in. I'm a plug.
No. On August 1st, Ontario Improv. Shit's about to go down. It's about to be a bloodbath. But I was gonna say, like, this is where we're tag teaming on. So the thing is, we're gonna be up on stage tag teaming jokes. So the way I flubbed the ending of the show, this is where Sandy steps in. You know what I mean? Like, and he takes the realms. Because honestly, this is what it's gonna.
What's it's all about? We're tag and fucking get him, Ricky. Get him, Ricky.
Oh, man. God, man, I am fucking up. All right, guys. Thank you guys for joining us on the Static Hour. Thank you, Sandy, for joining me.
Thank you, brother.
All right, man. We'll see you guys soon, man. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.